Yeah, it's that time. It's time for gains. Mum's gone out. Means I can make a bit of noise. Sun's shining. All kinds of shining. Oh, them birds are singing. Tweet, tweet. Look at that sun up in the sky. Look at them gains. Hear that little bird? Tweet, 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 little birdie. Who's that over there making gains? She making all kinds of gains. All kinds. Right. It's time for some yoga gains. Now, obviously, when I do yoga, I specifically focus on particular areas that I'm trying to stretch, strengthen, and just, you know, make gains on. I want to make gains on them areas. Drinking kefir. Proper increase in my dosage of that kefir now without any effects. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Feeling ripped. Okay, so when I do yoga, I'm going to put that there. I'm not sure how good a view you're going to get of what I'm doing. Probably alright. We'll just drop it down a bit. Okay, so when I do yoga, obviously, you know, breathing's important. Breathing in and out. In and out, not just in. I think that's probably better, yeah. Okay, basically, you know, they say to start with sun salutation, yeah. I do something, I'm going to put that camera a bit lower down because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing on the floor as well. I'll stand like this, real nice deep breath, and I'll just stretch my arms out. Oh, Jesus style. Nice breath in. Oh, and I'll just crack that. That ain't supposed to do that, by the way, but it does it on me, because a lot of things crack and on me that shouldn't crack. Right. In and out. Okay, now, beginning of the sun salutation, but I kind of mix it up a bit, but we'll just kind of put our arms up like this. What's that like? Okay. And we'll stretch really high up. Stretch all that stomach out. And what we're doing is we're going to stretch ourselves up to the ceiling as much as we can. Oh, beautiful. Now we're going to bend forward. We're going to touch the toes and we're going to bend the spine forward. Breathe in and then out. Take it closer down. Now, like these movements, okay, you can either do it like a flow like this, and back up and in, out, or you can do it as I'm doing and hold it for a little bit more time, a couple of breaths, and do it a bit more slower, yeah? Okay, so I'm just going to do it one more time, just up. Okay, down again. Okay, hold. Bring it tight down. Breathe out. Now from there, just come up halfway. I hope you can see that. Just coming up halfway and just hold it. Pulling in your pelvic floor muscles. Okay, pulling in from there, pulling that shit in and pulling up as if you're holding a wee. I'm just going to move that camera just a little bit more like that. I think you'll get everything in now. Right. I'm going to hold it in. So from there, I'm going tight. So this is stretching all your spine out. And then halfway up, hold it. Okay, now from there, I'll go down to downward dog, hold it for about 4 or 5 breaths. What I'll do at this point is I'll set the top off. And you can see the muscles activating in my shoulders then. A bit of a shake on there with that. A bit of a. I don't know if you're getting that in the camera view. To be honest with you, let me come close. Let me put it down there instead. No, that ain't gonna work. That'll work. For this floor work I'm gonna do now. Because while I'm on the floor doing downward dog, it's ideal opportunity to when you come up from downward dog, just do the cat. Just stretch the spine up first, and also stretching these stomach muscles as well. You see, the thing about these postures, and now go opposite direction, is they look easy. You really want to push that spine out. Yeah, I mean, they look easy, and it looks like you're not really doing a lot, but what I've just done there is I've pushed my spine from one extremity to another, and what's that's actually enabled is the fluid that's in between each of the discs and the joints. It's enabled it to move slightly. Now, when we've got certain levels of degeneration in between those joints, we want the fluid to be able to move freely in that area, because the fluid is what will help the joints repair. Ultimately, nutrients get carried to the joints through the blood from the food we've eaten, and repair. Okay, so now what I do is, it's called standing leg. You just literally pull one leg up. It's a balance posture on this leg. It's a strengthening one on this leg. Also, there'll be a tendency, you'll see me from the side, to just be like this, but what you want to try and do is straighten up, hold it strong, like get a real good posture. Hold it for about 30 seconds or thereabouts, 5 breaths in and out maybe. It all depends which way you want to kind of, and you'll have a tendency to slouch down a bit like this, but yeah, remind yourself to hold it strong, shoulders back, chest out. You know, obviously myself having a postural problem with my body, with my spine, that affects the rest of my body. I've got ultimately my body's kind of at the middle where my spine is. It's like this, so my whole body's like that. So one leg's longer than the other. That forces the spine to come over. So obviously doing things like this, for somebody like me, I notice a huge benefit. Oops, bit of balance there. A huge benefit after doing it. I notice a huge difference with my body. Some of it can aggravate it slightly, like this leg. I have problems with the nerve that goes down it, the sciatic nerve, and sometimes it can set that off. Just keep it strong. Sometimes it can set that off and aggravate it slightly. But you know, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, can you? A bit of coffee, a bit of decaf, almond milk in it. You know, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, I believe is the saying. Okay, so from there, now I'll come down to just basically, I'll do another downward dog because I'm just trying to warm the body up again as well, get some heat, get a little bit of a sweat on, and okay, so downward dog again. Holding all my tummy tight as well. Okay, and then I'll hold a high plank. I'm not sure if you can see all this properly, like, I want you to see what I'm doing. I want you to see them gains. I want you to see all kinds of gains. Okay, so a couple of nice deep breaths. I'm going to hold the plank for 30. High plank. Which is basically press up without moving. Stretch the spine up as well, elongate the spine while you're doing it. Alright, so starting to get me a little bit of a sweat on now, starting to feel a little bit, heart's pumping a bit, just from that. Looks very easy, but anyone that planks will know it's not. Okay, so that's good. That's real good. That's vegan ripped. It's vegan ripped right there. Okay. So now, just getting a little bit of breath back, and just do some warrior gains. Warrior, all kinds. Okay, so we're going to come up. And what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we don't snap all kinds of shit up. All kinds. Okay, so we're going to do a nice wide angle. Yoga, I'm not sure if it's, I think this is yoga too, yeah. This is called a warrior pose because this pose is taken from a warrior holding a shield in the front hand and holding a spear in the back hand, ready for battle. So stretching out, nice deep breath, weight even between the legs, so this weight here, it's like coming in, it's pulling the hips in. Just hold it. If you want to go deeper, just go deeper. Go balls deep. Okay, and bring the shoulders back. Yeah, stretch it, man. Look forward, like that. Go to warrior one. Turn forward. Hold that bitch. Stretch your whole spine up towards the ceiling. Gains. Other side. Okay, it does help to look in the mirror as well because you can check your posture while you're doing it. So I know that arm there needs to come back and stretch, and I can really feel that stretching all them muscles up my shoulder area. Just getting out of breath just doing this, it's getting a bit of sweat on. It's actually quite an effective strengthening exercise, believe it or not. It's, so I'm actually stretching all that area that last night I was working out. Stretching it now. Oh, yeah, good gains, man. Oh, all on the shoulders as well. It's surprising how much they get a workout just from being held like that. You look at Tai Chi and Chi, in particular Chi Gong and Chi Kung, all those different Qi Gong. they're all the same thing really, just different names and stuff. You'll see certain postures like that, holding the ball. Very strengthening. At this point you need to make sure the back's nice and straight. Very effective for just strengthening the entire body, believe it or not. There's similar postures in yoga to this. I mean this is the thing about it all. It's all the same thing really. It's from a different area of the world with a different name and a different look towards it. Just trying to get that balance there. From there we can go up. We can go out. We can come in. We can hold the ball. I'm going to show you something now that isn't really from any school of information like Tai Chi or anything, but it's something that I kind of did myself. I could kind of see in Tai Chi there's this move where you go like this, right? Come back on the heel, and you come like this, and you circle the hands. Okay, and then from there you bring this arm in, and then you can come out and you can do the same thing there. Now we was just in Warrior then. If you hold a ball in Warrior and just rock back, and as you do, you can move forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and then come around the other side, forward and back, forward and back. Okay, now hold this ball like this and just move it in a circle and the opposite way if you want. Okay, now do it forward, bringing it back. And I actually think this is where, swap the ball over, this is actually where some of the principles of Tai Chi originated from, even though they won't actually teach you that when you go to a Tai Chi class. You know, push it forward and back. They want you to copy the form exactly, because ultimately it is a martial art, and they want you to copy it exact, get the form precise, instead of experimenting with movement, which I believe, you know, is how all this began. The people that created this wasn't copying any form. They were just moving. They were moving to keep the body healthy, to keep that fluid moving around the joints, like I was talking about earlier. Okay, so from here we're going to go in now into the yoga half moon. And stretch the spine over. Breathe in. Pulling it over a bit more. Super. From there we're going to go over the other side. Get that breathing right. Super. Okay. So, the ideal time now to come down. I'm going to put this blanket on the floor because otherwise I'll come out in a rash from the dust off the floor straining in off. So from this point down now, come down. You can hold that posture. I can't remember what it's called, but it stretches the ankles down. This posture stretches the hips. Just, you can't see that, can you? Let me bring this down here. Just literally like that, stretching the hips out. Yeah, man, I can feel that in them hips. Them hips, I got it. Oh, yeah. Gains on them hips, man. Gains on them hips. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Getting old. Oh, getting old. Making all kinds of getting old gains. Okay, from there, I've got to demonstrate to lay down your bitch ass on the floor. Make all kinds of cobra gains. Now, this is a stretch, okay, but it can also be a strengthening exercise. If at this point now you take some of this strain off your arms, like I can't lift my arms completely up, but if you lift one at a time, or just come up onto the fingertips, your back, excuse me, will start to take some of the strain. You know, because you've got one thing where you're pushing up as a stretch, but then also you're taking the weight off the arms, and now your back is holding that bitch. Don't forget to breathe. Oh yeah, holding that bitch. Oh God. Gains. Now we're going to do what they call upward facing dog, which is more of a low back stretch. Real good gains. Oh yeah. All kinds. Oh, them gains. Oh yeah, feel that bit stretch. See if you can see that from a different angle over there. You're gone. Oh, you're gonna feel that bit stretch, all kinds. Oh yeah, lovely. Okay, up again. Oh. Okay, and at this point I'm just going to stop the vid and just see if it's actually recording decently, and I'll be back to make a part 2.